Our research has substantial real-world impact. Last year, we discovered vulnerabilities in the Bluetooth standard, which impacted over 40 billion devices around the world. That means that every single Bluetooth device was vulnerable to the weaknesses we discovered, and it meant that everyone, from civilians to government officials, could be tracked without their knowledge. National and regional funding have been absolutely essential to our research. All of my PhD students, and there are 7 of them, are funded through grants. That allows them to focus on the hardest problems and to create solutions that will have impact not just tomorrow, but across generations.
My job as a researcher is to use the facility for my own ideas. A more important part of my job is to go get a person from University of Washington who doesn't have a wind tunnel, but has great ideas. And so that person comes to use the boundary layer wind tunnel at the University of Florida. It's supposed to be a national resource that we maintain and operate and facilitate other people's research. The intention of this federally funded research is meant to return many more dollars than are invested in the research. Preventing damage by common sense engineering approaches that are cost effective and we know they work is the way to prevent the next hurricane that impacts Florida or Texas or Carolinas. It could be a $1 billion event, or it could be a $100 million event, or it could be a $10 million event. A lot of it depends on what we do from now going forward on how we build our infrastructure to resist that wind.
It's been said that chips are the new oil of the 21st century. And so whoever can lead in this area is not just critical for financial transactions or medical, but obviously national security, exploring the frontiers of space. And we want to continue that momentum, continue to build and invest that strategically in areas where we can see the most bang for the buck. And things like the engines, things like the Manufacturing Institute, and more to really move forward, not just a research project, but honestly, a full-bore economic engine for the state and ultimately for the nation and the world.
Last year, we saw one of the largest outbreaks of Vibrio vulnificus in the state of Florida. We also had a massive outbreak of this flesh-eating bacteria in 2022 after Hurricane Ian. We want to save human lives. And in order to save human lives means that we need to rethink on how these environmentally sensitive pathogens are going to occur and emerge in the environment, and how these pathogens will move with the population.
Diminished funding would dramatically impact my research. It would mean that I would lose the majority of my PhD students, who are in the process of creating solutions that not just address today's problems, but make the future safe. Federal funding is absolutely essential to defending our country and our citizens. My group is made up of primarily US citizens, many of whom are from the state of Florida. Without that funding, those students will simply go elsewhere.
We don't want to just wait for the next hurricane to hit, see what works, make a change, and wait for the next hurricane. We have to be able to recreate that at high fidelity in a research laboratory with people who know exactly what they're doing and know what to do with the data. So if the funding goes away, the fruit from that tree rots, and we're stuck with where we are or making a wrong turn.
Losing this funding will create a condition that will lead us to an uncertain times when the extreme events such as hurricane-induced flooding is already posing a threat to the Gulf Coast. This funding will save lives now and in future.